Good morning and welcome back for Vlogmas Day 8. Oh, where are we going today, Lord?
Orthodontics.
Orthodontics.
Do that.
She left her computer on. Welcome to the ortho clinic. Apparently we have a patient at 1, but I don't really know that we actually do because no one's here. Oh.
So easy because you're not grabbing all of your hair. You're just grabbing the ends. And it's so cute.
Vlog, how's it going? Hi Vlogmas. You're not just a regular vlog, you're Vlogmas. How's it going? It's been hours and hours and hours since you've seen me. I barely filmed at school. I know that today's vlog is seldom because I was on rotation, so I had to focus while I was there and I didn't really have time to just like sit and chit chat. So I'm gonna chit chat with you right now before I actually sit down and chit chat. This camera's angled incorrectly. Okay, so I was on ortho rotation today with Lauren. You guys saw that. And I got home, I laid on the couch. I've been really tired, and then I got motivated to get up and vlog and make some content. So it's the holiday season. I do have, you know, finals and stuff, but this is very important to me, so it's important that I'm present for it. I'm gonna show you, oh my God, something fun dental hygiene came in, so I can show you guys that. And then I'm gonna film like a sit down video. So this video will be part vlog, part sit down video. So I'm gonna answer all the most like commonly asked, so sorry, questions I get about dental hygiene. You guys have been asking me to make this video for a minute now, especially in my Instagram DMs. You guys are always asking me things about dental hygiene school, and you're always asking me to make a video on like my most asked questions. So I'm doing it today, partly because I just didn't really vlog and I feel bad and I don't want to give you guys like a 3-minute Vlogmas video. I just feel like that's kind of sad. So I'll do that and answer all of your questions. Also, if you haven't watched the other days of Vlogmas, go do that because it's important. I'm glad that you're here. Thank you for being here. I'm gonna go ahead and change my sheets, put those in the washer, and then we can sit down and talk. I can't believe I've never showed you guys my loops. I mean, I usually have them. They're not like on hand usually, so that's probably why I've never shown them to you, but I can't believe I've never shown them. So I have Q Optics loops. They come in this box, but I have Q Optics and I love them. They're actually, out of all the options, they were the cheapest and the warranty was the best. I'll talk about that in my Q&A in a second, but I love them so much. And I have, these are the loops that I have. I wanted like the trendy glasses, like the ones that look like this, that look like loops, but I was too worried about them falling, so I didn't get those. I just got the regular like classic loops. This is what they look like. Don't judge them. There's disclosing solution on them if you can tell, but these are my loops and I love them, and I don't think I can practice hygiene without them anymore. I think I'm dependent on these now, which is probably a good and a bad thing. So I love them. This is the little battery you attach and you like put it on your hip. It makes you feel like a superstar a little bit. But anyway, I love my loops. They're incredible. Do your research on them. Try on as many as you can. When you're in hygiene school, go to all of the loop, like lunch and learns or the loop fair or whatever it is. I think my school did a loop fair, but I can't remember. So the fun purchase that I have are my like loop straps, if you want to call them that. That's kind of what I'm calling them. So I ordered orange ones because orange is kind of my favorite color right now. So this is what they look like. I got them off of Etsy. I'll link them down below, like the actual shop and everything. But look at the little thing. It has a tooth on it. Isn't that so cute? They're super soft, and like when you pull this thing up and down, it doesn't make the material fray. I mean, I guess over time I'll be able to tell that, and I'll let you guys know what I think. But I only ordered one and they gave me a yellow one also. I kind of wish they would have given me a pink one, but that's okay. I didn't even think that I ordered two. I thought I just ordered one, but this is the other one. It's so cute. It's very easy to get on and off your glasses. So whenever you need to clean your glasses, it's super simple to get them off. I mean, sorry, your loupes, it's super simple to get them off. I love it. I think they're so stinking cute. I think the second pair I might give to one of my friends because I don't really have a need for two. So I'll just give those away, but those are my loupes. I can't believe I've never showed you guys. And I love them. I don't think I've ever put them on either. I can't see right now because I have my glasses on. I put on my glasses because my contacts were starting to get really foggy. I think I've just had them on really late at night, and it's starting to affect me. So this is how you do it. You put it on kind of like, I forget what they're called. They're like the things the frat boys wear on their sunglasses. I forget what they're called. Annie Adams, if you're watching, tell me what it's called or what they're called. So you pull it in the back like this to kind of make it tight on your head, and it's off center on my head right now because I can't really see and I'm not trying to get it on correctly, but you center it on the back of your head, you get it tight, and then these are the magnifying glasses or the lenses, I guess. I can see perfectly fine. I'm trying to see how far I can get and I can still see clearly. Like right there, I can still see. I'm pretty far from the camera. Oh wow, I'm far. I love my loupes. They're incredible, they're everything to me, and yes, this light turns on and you look like that fish from Finding Nemo. Hold on, let me show you. God, I don't think I've ever been more of a nerd on my channel. So this is what it looks like. And then the little light, you know, reflects onto your hand. And that's what it looks like, and that's how I see teeth up close. Love my loupes. Shout out Q Optics, love you forever. And yeah, those are my loupes. If you have any more questions on loupes, just let me know either in the comments or shoot me a DM like you guys usually do on my Instagram. Just go down below. Also, follow me on TikTok. I post on there all the time. Mostly daily I'm posting on TikTok. The only problem I have with these little straps is I don't know how to properly store them because they're thicker than the band that comes with the actual loupes from Q Optics. So that's the only thing I'm really struggling with is figuring out how to store them properly. But I'll figure it out, I guess, you know, trial and error. Somebody asked on TikTok, so I'll tell you guys too, where this set is from. I think you guys have seen me wear it before, and if you've been following me, you know that most of my sweat sets or whatever, my lounge sets I'll call them, come from Aerie because they make new colors every year. I usually just get them from Aerie because that's where I get them. They're comfortable, they're not super expensive, which I like, and they come in great colors. All right. Ugh, I really want to watch Vlogmas, but I know I need to answer these questions because it's important for you guys to know these things, and it's important for me to share my knowledge with you. So let me just pull up some questions that I have. Okay, so my battery's gonna die. It's blinking on me, so whenever it dies, I'll switch out the battery. I pulled up the questions that I have. This is an old computer, but this is my content computer, so just ignore that. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and answer all the questions that I usually get from you guys, and I'll pull from YouTube and from my Instagram DMs. I think I probably have 10 minutes if I'm quick, and if it dies, I'll just replace the battery and you'll never know. So the first question that I get is, how did you apply? Okay, so I applied online. And let me move this while I answer questions. I applied online, and it was a process, or how did I come to apply is what everybody asked me. So after college, I didn't really know what I was gonna do, and hygiene kind of fell into my lap, and I absolutely loved it. I applied online, I interviewed, I got the interview offer, not even a full day after I had submitted my application. I think maybe it had been 10 hours. And then I interviewed a week later, and I got my offer the same day that I interviewed. It was great. And then over the summer, you know, they send you all these packets and stuff that you have to fill out. So that's the first question. So that's kind of how that happened. And if you have more questions about that, there's a video that I have on my channel. Just go look for it. I promise you it's there. Somebody asked me, did you find it expensive, dental hygiene? And how did you afford the program? Okay, so yes, I did find it expensive. School in general, higher education is expensive in general, but I know that dental hygiene is one of those where it's not as expensive, say as dental school or medical school, that for sure, I know that, or any other kind of professional school. So it is a little bit more of an affordable option, and I know that you can go to community college to get your prerequisites done in order to apply. I'm a little different because I had a full degree, so I had a full biology degree, and then I didn't really need any prerequisites because I'd already had them all in my degree. Now, with that being said, yes, I had to pay for a full dental hygiene program. I know that there are options for financing that, so just reach out to, or not financing, but like loans and stuff like that. So reach out to your financial aid office at your school or whatever program you get into, reach out to them and they will be the best help to you there. I know that a lot of people that are going to higher education or professional school take out loans or have a job to help support themselves. So if you have to do that, I think that that's great, and I think that that's something that is very commendable, to do a job and keep your grades up. I think that that's incredible. I have a friend that does that. I am a little different. My parents helped me pay for school. That's kind of an agreement that they've always had with me and my siblings, that as long as we were pursuing education, they would help us. So I know that I'm very lucky, and not everybody has that same situation. Someone also said, I'm concerned about student debt. Would you suggest working during the program? Also, what is the average age of your class? Okay, so debt, I mean, that does happen, but again, like I said, reach out to your financial aid office or someone that you know that's already in dental hygiene that is probably looking at options for loans and stuff like that. Reach out to someone, and I'm sure that if you contact your local dental hygiene school, they'll have someone that you can contact. I mean, either a student or an office. And then let's see, would I suggest working? So I don't have a job while I'm in school, but one of my classmates does, and she balances it, and she does a good job, and she makes her money on the weekends, and then she comes to school during the week. And I don't know that I would suggest it, but I think that she would. And I think that it's something that if you feel like you need to do, or not even feel like you need to do, if it's something that you need to do, you can absolutely do it, even though they tell you not to. Maybe not that first semester, because that first semester is super heavy, like very, very heavy. But after that, you can probably look into getting a job. I know that they discourage getting a job, but again, you do what you need to do. Okay, so average age of my class. So I think for most dental hygiene programs, it's usually a little bit on the younger side, but however, I think that my specific class, some of us are a little on the older side, some are on the younger, so we're really kind of spread out. I don't know what the average age is. I'd probably say like 24 or something like that. That's probably the average, but I'm 27, so I'm a little bit on the older side in my class. Okay, somebody said, how do I feel motivated to keep going in hygiene school? So something that they'll tell you really early on in healthcare and pursuing education, where you're servicing another person, like whether you're a lawyer, whether you're an educator, whether you're a doctor, whether you're a dental hygienist, a dentist, whatever, nurse, PA, I don't want to discount any, that's why I keep saying them over and over. You need to find your why. You need to find why you're doing this and who you're doing it for. And that's got to be enough to get you through not only school, but the rest of your career. Because being in healthcare and being of service to others is a very taxing job, emotionally, physically, spiritually, mentally, like in every capacity, it's exhausting. So you need to figure out like what it is that drives you to do that and accomplish those goals, because otherwise you're going to get burnt out and you're not going to love your job. So you need to find your why. And I don't necessarily, it's not that I don't want to share mine. Like I said, you got to find your why, and you have to figure out what it is that drives you to keep you motivated. For me, it's changed over time a lot. Dentistry in general combines a lot of the things that I love, like science, psychology, and art. And it's very detail oriented and you work with your hands. So that's that was my why. And I can go into way further detail about that. And don't just use my answer when you interview. You need to have a very good specific answer, because they'll ask you multiple times. But it's kind of shifted because I'm Latina, and I have seen, and I mean, I've always known that it existed, but I've never seen it at full capacity until I started school. And that's that there's a lot of disparities that okay, we've switched to the phone, but we're gonna answer these Q&As. So anyway, back to what I was saying. You need to find your why. That's as simple as it gets. You have to find your why. And like I was saying, people in my culture, my ethnic group, just experience a lot of disparities in healthcare. And I've noticed a lot of that, and I've experienced a lot of it, more than I can explain. And I want to help people that are like my family, like my aunts, like my uncles, who sometimes people overlook because they can't communicate with them, or because they want too much, or because they want too much explained to them. And I don't think that someone should be excluded from healthcare because they want a specific type of care. There's a provider for everyone. You just have to find the right one for you. And I want to be that provider for people who are like me and like my family. So that's kind of what that is. Okay, somebody asked, on average, how much do you spend time studying for a final. So it varies per class. So it could be a couple hours to a couple hours a day for a week. So like 2 hours a day for like a whole week or something like that. So it really just depends also how you do in school. That very much depends. Somebody asked how many students are in your class. Every program varies, but there's about 30 of us. And I think the class underneath us has actually more students, if I'm not wrong. Somebody correct me if you're watching from the class underneath me. Okay, so someone said, this is from Instagram. Someone said, you seem like you have a life outside of hygiene school. Everyone really says that you can't. Thoughts, how much time do you spend studying? So I already answered that one, but you absolutely can have a life. You just need to balance your studying and balance school. So you need to be able to spread stuff out and focus on having a life, because it's having a life and school at the same time, because it's important. School will burn you out if you don't have a life outside of it, if you don't spend time with friends, with family, with doing hobbies that you absolutely adore and love, like this. I love content creation, so if I wasn't doing this, I'd probably be going insane. And the times when I don't vlog and I'm not posting content, I do feel like I'm going insane. So there's that. Someone asked, what programs should I apply to? So that's a you question, and that's a you answer. I would do your research and look into different schools in your area or wherever it is that you want to go, but you need to do your research on that, and you need to look for places that you feel like really fit your mold, so to speak. So you really need to do that research. I don't want to tell you where to apply, because that's very specific per person. Like the program that I love might not be the program that you love, if that makes sense. Oh, okay, somebody asked me what my clinic favorites are, like things I need to have in clinic. So my loops, you saw that. I need loops, absolutely. Chapstick, hair ties, hand sanitizer, and lotion. You need lotion. With the amount of times you're gonna wash your hands in between patients, during patient appointments, your hands are going to run dry and your cuticles are going to bleed and bleed and bleed. I tell you that because mine have. So get yourself lotion that's unscented that you can have with you, that whenever you feel like your hands are extra dry, you can use it and put it in your bucket. So we have little boxes, not bucket, we have boxes that our bigs gave us. So we put stuff in there that we use every day. Also, if your school doesn't give you one, blood pressure cuff and sphygmomanometer, the thing that goes in your ear, the heart, you'll need that. A bunch of pens and sticky notes. Make sure you have sticky notes. Those are my clinic absolutely must have. Someone asked me what my what my favorite scrubs are, and it's figs, hands down. No one does it the same. I love figs. I really, really do. I have tried many a scrub over the years. Because of what my family does, I have a lot of scrubs in my life, and I don't like any of them as much as I like my figs. Those are my absolute favorites. Another question that I get all the time is, what loops do I have? So I showed you guys that I have the Q Optics, but do your research on that and make sure that you try out as many as you possibly can in order to decide what is best for you, because I don't know that Q Optics are the right option for you, and I don't know that your type of loops are the right option for me, if that makes sense. So those are the most commonly asked questions that I get about dental hygiene in school. If you have any other questions, if you want any more, comment them down below, or go follow me on Instagram and send me a DM there, and I will be happy to answer your question. Or I can make more videos like this if you guys want. Just let me know and I will. I'm gonna go ahead and edit some things that I need to edit. I gotta post some TikToks, and then I need to make my lunch for tomorrow. So I will see you guys later.
Brecky. What are you doing, baby? That was weird.